sometimes it's nice to change it up. You see a whole new group of people like, who's that piece of booty on the treadmill? Who's that weird guy? Oh, it's a little less crowded.
Didn't control your eyes at the gym, I see.
Why'd you point at me when you said weird guy? You just pointed directly. Who's that weird guy?
Hey, look at that piece
Looks
of booty.
like Sam.
Look at that weird guy. But you know what? Sometimes if you're in a rut, maybe change around the schedule, because my wife and I were saying that, listen, sometimes when you are in a rut, professionally, personally, anything, mix up the schedule a bit. Maybe go to the gym at a different time.
Or as Pharrell would say, shake it up.
Shake it up. And it might be time to shake it up. But let's get into it. You know who shook it up? The Lakers, making one of the biggest trades in their franchise's history. And last night was huge. A big-time debut for Luka. Not necessarily on the court, but everything from the intro to LeBron embracing him. I want to start by saying anyone that doubts LeBron James' leadership is a damn fool.
Oh, he's playing everything right. And you got to appreciate that. Danny G, you got to appreciate that. I love the little pregame speech of don't fit in, fit the F out, as he said.
Yeah, this is what he said in the little huddle.
Don't fit in, fit out, be yourself. Here we go, dominant, 1, 2, 3, dominant.
Be yourself. And you know what? When you saw Team USA at the Olympics, what did every veteran superstar all say? They were beside themselves when it came to LeBron's work ethic, his training, what a leader he is. Yet us as idiotic fans still doubt this guy. It's fascinating to me.
And he's going to lead by example, like great role model for Luka. What's Luka's biggest criticism? His conditioning, the way he treats his body. And the reason LeBron is who he is because he treats his body like a well-oiled machine.
Like a temple.
Right? Like a temple, yes. Millions of dollars invested on staying in shape and being that guy, and that's given him the longevity and the health. So if Luka just learns by his leadership, that's amazing, and that's what you want. I think LeBron has done everything right so far. It's good to see. You know, he's welcoming the new guy. And the don't fit in, fit the F out, it makes no sense grammatically, but makes perfect sense when you think about it. It's like, be you. Don't try to fit in with us. Just be you because you're great the way you are. Just ball out and be Luka, and we're going to love it. Like, we'll fit in around you. You're the guy. So it's also LeBron saying, like, you're the dude. Just do what you do. And that's an honor in itself. And like I said, it doesn't make sense like the ceiling is the roof. Like the ceiling is the roof doesn't make sense, but you know what it means, right? So I like that.
F out? He loves him just the way you are.
Yeah, he doesn't need to fit in. He just needs to be Luka and ball out.
Shouldn't you preface that with please get fit first?
Yeah, right?
And no in and out, buddy. But you know what?
Don't fit in, get fit.
I thought it was also very cool, again, a leadership move by LeBron to say, yeah, I get it. Usually I'm the one that's last to be introduced. Place goes nuts. LeBron James! He said, no.
That sounded more like the SNL guy. LeBron James!
Musical guest, Mandy Moore!
Yeah, I feel like you gave it an SNL inflection.
Hosting, Machine Gun Kelly! It's almost like Captain Crunch-ish.
Yeah, you gave it that. You gave it a little bit of that. You know, it did dawn on me, well, what a solid move that was, right? For LeBron to, also an obvious one. I don't give too much credit. That's the least LeBron could have done on this guy's debut. He's a star in his own right.
Yeah, but to give him the last intro?
And the other guard wears number 77. 6'7", seventh campaign from Slovenia, Luka Dončić.
Also makes me realize I might need to be the new Laker PA guy. Give me a little oomph.
Do the SNL bit.
That guy's been the Laker PA man for like 40 years.
It's time to change, Danny. Bring me in there. I'll do my best SNL. Number 77, Luka Dončić. Crunch berries.
You know what? You're too hyped out, man. Yeah, you're too hyped.
Yeah.
You'd annoy everybody out the arena.
I'm annoying myself.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a breather.
But I did think about this last night. It dawned on me. Danny G, did you have this thought too? Like, they really rolled out the carpet for Luka. Everybody in attendance got a 77 jersey. It was all draped on the chair.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like Oprah was in charge, man. You get a jersey, you get a jersey. Everybody got a jersey. And I wonder how that makes LeBron feel. Like, wow, man, did everyone get a jersey when I showed up? I don't remember that.
I think LeBron needs more accolades. I think at this point,
I know. But do they have to like sort of run it by him a little bit? Like, hey, LeBron, we mean no offense. Like, is it that kind of relationship? I don't think so.
I think we're beyond that because if he didn't even know about the trade, we're at a point now where LeBron is a legend, but the Lakers are thinking beyond LeBron James. And the fact that they have his leadership to bring Luka in the mix. And from what I watched, I didn't watch the whole game, but from what I watched, it seemed like if the Lakers have LeBron or Luka or both on the court at any given time, that is something that...
Well, that opens it up for Austin Reeves even more. So, honestly, if your concern is LeBron and then Luka, and then at times LeBron and Luka, Reeves is just the guy. And... did he have the most points? No, LeBron had 24 points last night. Reeves had 22 points. I did watch the game because I felt like you got to watch history, right? Well, I got to see him make his first shot, makes his first three. Props to him. It was a big moment. Danny G, what were your thoughts watching everything? Because you're the lifelong Lakers guy. How did you feel watching this?
Remember last week when we read the quotes from LeBron when he said it didn't feel real that it had happened, that the trade took place? Last night, watching them together, it almost felt like a little mini all-star team, and it was almost surreal in a way. As a Lakers fan, I was like, is this really happening right now? Like, yeah, I'm going to miss AD because he was one of my favorite players, but to watch those two out there on the court at the same time, and then a lot of people forget how they acquired Finney Smith and how well Rui has been playing, and some of the guys off the Lakers bench right now that are fan favorites. They got a really nice squad, and remember, we're just removed a couple of years removed from the Lakers really struggling as far as depth goes. So now to have what we have in front of us at the moment is pretty amazing.
Hachimura had 21 points, and it looked like they were having fun last night too, right?
It really did, yeah.
And it was wild to see, like Danny G said, superstars. The Utah Jazz, they were getting clobbered because they don't get a break. You know, you had LeBron, like I said, LeBron and Luka out there together. Then LeBron comes out, Luka goes in, Luka goes out, LeBron comes in. It was no breaks for the Utah Jazz. They had no shot. I mean, granted, they're 12-40, but the Lakers looked dominant last night, and that's just their first game together. They're going to be better and better.
You know, interestingly enough, LeBron has been part of so many winning teams, but you know, the 2020 bubble championship.
LeBron James.
With him and AD. Don Pardo. He passed away, didn't he?
He passed away in 2014 at the age of 96.
Yeah, I remember that.
Legend. His voice was the best.
Oh, he was amazing.
But AD and LeBron won the bubble chip that some people criticize. I think it's equally or more impressive in some aspects. Point is, since then, Danny, we've known you for 3-4 years now. There's been a couple seasons where are the Lakers going to sneak into the play-in game? Are the Lakers they're floating around 500? This is no longer a floating around 500. Maybe they'll make noise in the playoffs team. This is all right, they're a top-tier team. It would almost be disappointing if they didn't make a deep run or go all the way.
Yeah, and you just have to be worried a little bit about when they go up against maybe the Nuggets or a team that has more size.
Oh, the Nuggets?
One thing.
Luka will eat them. Don't worry about it.
But maybe they can outscore those teams. And I did like reading a story yesterday about Jackson Hayes. He's really the only true center that could be a starter on the team right now when that Williams trade fell through. But I read that Luka and Hayes was the first one who took him out to dinner when Luka got to town because the two of them were kind of buddies in the past. Luka used to tell him when Hayes was on the New Orleans Pelicans, hey, dude, we got to play together sometime, you and me. So the two of them had joked around prior saying that they wanted to play together. And so you see Jackson Hayes hopefully stepping up to fill that big man role that the team's really going to need.
Danny G, Rich, Sam, I had to mansplain, with all due respect, I had to mansplain to my girlfriend last night the significance of the trade. She's like, you're watching the Lakers? I'm like, oh, football's over. I got to shift my focus. You know me, Lakers guy.
But it's Bachelor night.
I'm like, you know what? Honestly, Bachelor took a back seat, Luka's debut. So I was trying to explain to her the importance. And obviously she knew. Everybody knows that the trade happened.
Did you mansplaining to her?
I did. I said, let me mansplain. She's like, what's that? I said, well, let me mansplain. And I was like, they traded AD, great defensive star, for Luka, one of the biggest stars of today. He's 25 years old. Whole future ahead of him. So the Mavericks got AD, but he's hurt now, right? And he could be out for a month. She's like, oh, my God. And I'm like, but Luka's a superstar, international star. How did they let him go? And I'm trying to explain it to her, and I could see it's not sinking in. So I put it in terms that she might understand. I was like, it's like the Lakers getting a Louis Vuitton bag for a Coach bag. And she was like, oh. Wait.
But Dallas might have too many Louis Vuittons and really want a Coach bag.
Right. I was like, it's like trading your Barbie doll and getting the Skipper. Remember Skipper? Like the little ugly sister? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I'm like, yeah, and not that AD's like, ugly and bad. He's great, but he's older and he's hurt and everything.
But also, the Barbie not going to the gym as much.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So, I was trying to find all these ways to explain. I think it eventually sunk in, the significance and the importance of something that we hadn't seen before, which is why we had to tune in and take some notes. And, dude, Luka ended up with 14 points, and they still clobbered him.
Yeah, he only played 23 minutes because they have him limited a little bit coming off his injury.
By the way, I almost feel like that should be a new segment because I enjoyed that.
How to mansplain?
COVINO mansplains.
Yeah, I mean, she's like, she gets her sports, but she didn't understand, like, why it was such a big deal that I had to be watching, eating popcorn to see this moment, and everyone got a jersey. I'm like, Luka's a big deal, and they got rid of a big deal who's, well, he's not as good, but he's good in a different way. Defensively, he's a big star, but he's not like...
Yeah, as Mark Cuban tried to explain when he was on stage recently, did you guys see that clip? He said it's like trading Windows 11 for Windows 10. He's like, 10's a Hall of Famer, but 11's right now. And, he was trying to explain that if it was up to him and he tried to put in a last-minute phone call saying, please don't trade Luka, and it had already taken place. They verbally agreed over the phone already.
And we had questioned what influence Mark Cuban still had. Because he's still involved, right? But he's by no means decision-making.
Yeah, arm length away.
Yeah. I guess you know what? Mark Cuban would not have let that happen. Because Mark Cuban, remember, didn't Mark Cuban, he was quoted as saying he's more likely to get divorced than part ways with Luka. So that's how you knew Mark Cuban's pull is just, he's outside looking in now. He's part of it, but not.
So your thoughts, did LeBron do everything right? Again, he told him don't fit in, fit the F out, and get fit while you're at it. That part I added. But I think it proves the point. We often question, when you're the new guy at the office, is it the new guy's job to introduce himself to everybody else and make them feel welcome? No. It's everyone else's job to make the new guy feel welcome, right? The new guy needs to be open to it, and he needs to put his best foot forward. But it's like when we started here at Fox Sports. Yeah, we got some dirty looks. I know that. But we put our best foot forward, and most people were very welcoming. And that,
and you brought free tacos.
And we brought tacos. Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's what the new guy has to do. The
that's
new guy
what the new
equally
guy has to do. But
has to be cool.
Veterans in the building, which is LeBron and everybody else on the team, they have to be welcoming at the same time. And I think they did a great job of that, not only as a team, as a city last night for Luka welcoming the new guy.
When you talk about whose job is it, think about the most recent new guy here at Fox Sports Radio. The odd couple, Kelvin.
Yeah.
He enters the mix. Really great guy.
He brings in donuts. Hey, I'm the new guy.
He brought a good positive vibe.
Yep.
But I think it was all of our job also to be like, yo, dude, welcome to the team.
Welcome to the team, man.
And that's in every office.
Don't you remember when I told him not to fit in, to fit the F out? Remember that?
You said that?
Yeah, I made that up.
Yeah, you didn't say that.
I did. LeBron got it from me. But that's another great example.
You ain't never met Dr. Martin Luther King.
I did. I did meet Martin Luther King. No, but everybody around here, because we're a great team, that's what great teams do, made him feel welcome.